1967, final of the 1967 Pacers Derby with Lord Glen beginning well. Ardrossan well away on the outside and settling down. Lord Glen leads from Ardrossan. Stanray Special on the outside of Grandura. They're followed by a line of three, High Barrier. Adapter out wide, going very fast up towards the lead. Robert Eden on the outside of High Barrier. The next one is Fay Mistake, and Casey Jones has tailed off. And up along the back straight now, and here the leader going fast in front. Adapter, the Flying Victorian, has taken the lead away from Ardrossan. Stanray Special is running third on the outside of Lord Glen. In behind them is Adapter. The next two together, High Barrier. Robert Eden on the outside of High Barrier. A gap to Fay Mistake, and Casey Jones outclassed us in last place. They run to the winning post in the Pacers Derby final. 2 circuits of the course to go, and Adapter pacing beautifully leads a length and a half from Ardrossan. Running third then together. In on the rails, Lord Glen just ahead of Stanray Special. Grandura next, High Barrier up on the inside of Grandura. They're followed by the other Victorian, Robert Eden. Fay Mistake getting up inside Robert Eden, and Casey Jones is a long last. They run to the back now. A lap and 3/4 out, and here Adapter pacing smoothly in front of Ardrossan. Running third then is Lord Glen. Stanray Special now fourth on the outside. Fifth is High Barrier. Sixth, Grandura commencing a run. Fay Mistake. Lord Glen, Robert Eden rather, is trailing Grandura and taking that horse up towards the leaders. And then Casey Jones is almost up with the field. The bell lap coming up now in the Pacers Derby final, and Adapter still placing with plenty in reserve, a length and a half in front of Ardrossan. They're followed then by Grandura moving up on the outside of Lord Glen in on the rails. Robert Eden going 3 wide. In behind them, High Barrier and Stanray Special on the outside of that horse together. Then Fay Mistake, and last is Casey Jones. After the bell now on the 3 furlong turn, and the leader is still Adapter. Just a length in front of Ardrossan. Here's Robert Eden moving round with inside it, holding it out. Grandura, then Lord Glen, Stanray Special, High Barrier. Back behind them, Casey Jones getting through on the inside of Fay Mistake. Up the back straight now, and Adapter is still going smoothly in front of Ardrossan. They're followed then moving through Lord Glen. The others, Grandura. Robert Eden's had a hard run, dropping out of it. High Barrier coming through. Adapter, 3/4 of a length in front of the flying Ardrossan, moving up to challenge on the outside. The driver of Adapter sitting still. Ardrossan on the outside. Adapter under the whip. Ardrossan coming at Adapter on the outside. Ardrossan dashes clear in the straight now. It's a great win, and from New South Wales, Ardrossan takes out the 1967 Derby Pacers final from Adapter. High Barrier got third, then Stanray Special, Lord Glen. Behind them, Grandura, Robert Eden and Fay Mistake together, and Casey Jones was last.